let's talk about a few upcoming holiday horror movies that may just tickle your festive pickle.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little bit about 3 upcoming holiday horror movies that I'm pretty excited for and would love to share with some of you. Before we get into this much weirder video than what I typically do, I'm gonna need y'all to like this and subscribe because it would make Jake here pretty happy for the holidays. So first, let's talk a little bit about Violent Night. Violent Night is a 2022 American Christmas black comedy action film directed by Tommy Wirkola from an original screenplay written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller. The film stars David Harbour as Santa Claus and is described as when a group of mercenaries attack the estate of a wealthy family on Christmas Eve, Santa Claus must step in to save the day. So basically, Violent Night is the equivalent of John Wick putting on a Santa suit, but it seems like horror fans may dig this one due to its cheesy premise, and also Sheriff Hopper from Stranger Things is playing Santa Claus here. And hey, maybe this will actually be a good movie with David Harbour in it. I have never been able to say that ever. Violent Night releases on December 2nd, actually in theaters, so you will be able to see this puppy just in a couple of weeks here. But then also going to theaters and streaming on Shudder the same day is Christmas Bloody Christmas. The film is being described as, it's Christmas Eve, and fiery record store owner Tori Toombs, played by Riley Dandy, just wants to get drunk and party, until the robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and makes her night more than a little complicated. Santa Claus begins a rampant killing spree through the neon-drenched snowscape against a backdrop of drugs, sex, metal, and violence, ultimately forcing Tori into a blood-splattered battle for survival against the ruthless heavy metal Santa Nick himself. So the first week of December, you'll be able to see David Harbour kicking ass as a protagonist Santa Claus, and then the week after that, you'll be able to see Five Nights at Freddy's version of Santa become the antagonist. According to Bloody Disgusting, a trailer drop is imminent, but for now, we do have this pretty crazy picture of Santa Claus with some lasers coming out of his eyes or some shit. Talking about his upcoming movie, director Joe Bagos said, "Since I was a young kid, I've dreamed of making both a crazy holiday horror movie unlike any other and a no-holds-barred killer robot flick, but never imagined I could make them the same movie. The maniacs at RLJE Films and Shudder have allowed this fantasy to play out and greenlit this neon-soaked robot fever dream, championing the choice to shoot on film and build a real-deal robot in 2022. This truly is the place to be making cool and original filmmaker-driven genre films that, frankly, nobody else has the balls to finance." This one seems like it's going to be balls to the wall crazy, and I am all about that when it comes to holiday horror. Just to reiterate this, Christmas Bloody Christmas releases on December 9th in theaters and streaming on Shudder the same day. But moving on to our last but not least horror movie of this list, The Mean One. There's been this recurring theme in slasher movies lately where we take children's characters and make them horror villains, like Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey releasing next year, but before that we have The Mean One, where the Grinch is now a slasher villain, releasing on December 15th. In this wild new parody slasher, David Howard Thornton portrays the Grinch, or the Mean One, which is a hairy green-skinned grump in a Santa suit, living on a mountain high above the town of Newville, despising the holiday season. Young Cindy You-Know-Who, whose parents were butchered by the Mean One 20 Christmases earlier, is returning to the town to seek closure, but is about to discover that this fiend with a heart 2 sizes too small is still quite eager to carve the roast beast. This one catches my eye specifically because you have the actor behind the absolutely amazing Art the Clown from Terrifier 2, which released this year, and I cannot stop talking about it, also portraying a slasher version of the Grinch in this movie. I have yet to see David Howard Thornton in anything other than the Terrifier film, so I'm really excited to see how he portrays the Grinch in an actual speaking role. I'm expecting nothing less of cheesy, schlocky B-movie madness from this one, and I cannot wait to see this puppy on December 15th. It will be free for everyone to watch on that day as well as a little holiday gift. So which one of these upcoming holiday horror movies are you the most excited for? Leave me something about it in the old comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on all of these upcoming holiday horror movies that I am really excited for. I can't wait to check these puppies out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. I know it's November, which is the least spookiest month, but here on KillJoy Jake, it is always Halloween. Also, because it's the least spookiest month, it usually means that Jake's channel analytics typically tend to go like this. So I could use your support more than ever this month if you guys want to become a Patreon supporter or a channel member. I would greatly appreciate that this time of year because making horror content in November is very difficult. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.